Hello, dear Cancer. It's nice to see you. So we're back here for a full moon reading. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa and I do the zodiac readings a little bit differently. I go off of the moon energy because I like the moon. And so we're looking at our full moon, and that is the peak of the cycle. That's where manifestations are starting to show themselves, reveal themselves, as well as things that need to be released in order to start fresh at the next cycle. So we're looking at the full moon energy a couple days before, a couple days after what's going on in that time period, but also the weeks following leading up to the new moon. So, right. We're going to do 9 cards, 3 cards for the overall energy of what's going on so we can get a feel for the situation, 3 cards for what the full moon is going to try and show you, and 3 cards for the possible actions to take or advice. So let's see the overall energy for Cancer, please. 4 of Wands, the Sun, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is the last reading I started with Leo because it's Leo season. I haven't seen the Queen of Swords once. Guess what? I'm a Cancer. So, a Cancer Sun. And so we have the 4 of Wands, the Sun, and the Queen of Swords. So, the 4 of Wands is about stability, and this often is kind of accepted as a wedding or union or ceremony of some sort. We also have the Sun, which is, positivity, bright warmth, and also masculine energy. And that's how we get to the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a cutthroat biatch. She is very well spoken. She says what she thinks. She's a communicator. And, a not so balanced Queen of Swords energy will put a bitch in her place. So, cutthroat. I feel like you're standing in your power right now. Now, I feel like this feels good. You feel good. You feel like you're ready to say, if you need to say something, you're ready to say. You're not afraid to speak your piece. You feel very assertive right now with this masculine energy out there. It's a very positive card, and positive vibration card, but it is definitely masculine energy. We also have those sunflowers, which we just had Lammas, which is celebrating the upcoming fall, which it's not fall yet, I know that, but it's not, I don't adopt any religion. I'm not Wiccan. I don't identify with a religion. I would be considered eclectic, which means I take what resonates from different belief systems, and I go with what feels right for me. So, but besides that, the sunflower is very representative of the upcoming fall and the harvest, and this would be, I believe this is the harvest moon. It's the first, no, maybe not. I don't know. I could be really wrong. But, and then we have the 4 of Wands, which is like that happy home stability, possible union. But these are all very positive cards. Things are looking up. I don't know if you can hear that, but my kids are having a ball out and right outside my door, apparently. Maybe not. Maybe they're just very loud. But I feel like the energy is very positive here for you right now. And you, I've never identified with the Queen of Swords, and I can't help but feel like connected because I am a Cancer, but that's new. I've never pulled the Queen of Wands Queen of Swords for myself. So, I feel like that maybe resonates for other people. Cancers are typically more emotional and not really ones to speak up for things. So, let me know if that's new energy for you too, or if it's just me because I'm not used to pulling that card for myself. But yeah, but I love it for you. I love it for you. That means you're coming out of your little Cancer crab shell. So let's get some full moon energy here. What is this full moon gonna pull out for Cancer? What is the full moon showing Cancer this time? 6 of Wands, King of Swords, and the Moon. Good Lord. Hold on a second. Okay, so the 6 of Wands is about victory. This is your victory lap. the wands are about, you know, motivating and passion and creativity, but also spirit. But so it's a victory within that energy, okay, that fire energy right below the Four of Wands. So I feel like whatever this victory has for you may have something to do with that, you know, that stable union celebration type ceremony. Thank you. That could be, but yeah, we have this King of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the King of Swords. We have a paired setup here, okay? Like, we have a, what do they call it in poker? Suited pair. We have a suited pair. No, that's not a pair, but I mean, it is in the tarot. Anyways, so we have the King of Swords now too, which is the same thing as the Queen of Swords. Very well spoken, can be very eloquent, but can also be very cutthroat. So depending on which side you are on of that person, is what you'll get, what you'll see, what you'll receive. So that could also be indicating a person coming in who is a speaker, who is not afraid to communicate, that can communicate effectively, but sometimes maybe over communicate, possibly on a bad day. We also have the Moon card, which is about secrets and deceit, not necessarily deceit, but illusion, things not being what they seem. Okay, so appearances can be deceiving. Thank you, that's what I just heard. Appearances can be deceiving. So is this a deceiving character in your story? Is this somebody coming along your path on your journey that may not be on the up and up? Maybe trying to win you over? That could be one possibility here. Another possibility that I see would be, you know, that person being revealed that is the communicator you've been looking for. Okay, so it really depends on your circumstance whether or not this resonates. But I feel like, you know, the Moon also has a revealing quality to it. We have, this is very interesting to me, the connections between these cards. Okay, so we have the Sun and the Moon, we have the Queen and the King of Swords, and then we have the Four of Wands and the Six of Wands. Those are the cards that we have here, and I feel like there's just a lot of juxtaposition. That's, you know, like opposite energy that connects. You know, I mean, that's not really the textbook definition, but it's interesting. The dynamic is interesting. That's the word. There's an interesting dynamic here going on, because I'm wondering if there's an easy way for me to move that. No, there's not. There's just not, because then you'll end up seeing all the crap I have behind me on the floor. So we have, let's see, how were they? We have it like this. Okay, there's the Sun and the Queen of Swords, and then we have the King of Swords opposite corner, and then we have the Moon on the opposite corner of the Sun. Do you see what I'm saying here? So we have this masculine energy from the King right here, and then we have the feminine energy with the Moon and the Queen. You see that? That's what I'm looking at, and that's why I find this so damn interesting. I feel like having them that way, we have because they're crisscrossed, we have the we have the Sun, and then we have the King below the Sun, masculine energy, King energy, and then we have the Queen and the Moon, so we have feminine energy, and the Moon being feminine energy too. But we also have, going this way, the Queen with the Sun and the King with the Moon. So again, like I'm saying, appearances can be deceiving. There's a very strong aspect of what you see is not necessarily what you get. That's what I'm getting here. So I feel like something is revealed. I don't feel like it's necessarily a a deal breaker. I don't think it's necessarily something life altering or, goodness, that was not meant to happen. I don't feel like it's like super huge of a deal, but something that, you know, you didn't know and you're like, oh, well, I'm going to have to deal with that now. But you do. And you do it well. Okay? Okay, so I don't know if you're on TikTok, if you're obsessed with TikTok like I am, the Jenna Marbles sound. Like, I didn't come here to fuck around. That's what I just heard. So, but you do it so well. I didn't come here to fuck around. That's what I just heard. So, you know, like, if something isn't on the up and up, you're on top of it. You'll figure you figure it out. Because at this point, I see you as the Queen of Swords, and you're not afraid to be like, excuse me, sir, but what the fuck is that? I don't see you having a problem with that right now. I think you're good. All right, so just be on the lookout and, you know, be aware. I don't see any, like, deep issues that are coming up that need to be released. Perhaps if there is a person in your life that has a lot of words to say or, you know, is on the, like, unhealed side of this King of Swords energy or this unbalanced side where they talk out their ass or are rude or make bad comments or something, perhaps that is something that needs to be released. Maybe there is something unseen having to do with that. I don't know if those my phone's like having a field day with notifications, but I don't know if you can hear that. If you can, I'm sorry. But yeah, just keep an eye out for that. I have 10% battery left, so I need to get moving on here. We're already at 12 minutes too. All right, any advice or actions to take for Cancer, please? We have the Hierophant, who's been making a lot of appearances, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, keep doing you. Keep working on whatever you're working on, okay? You're going to have to put in some work here. You're going to have to, I feel like, okay, so this is a leader, a teacher, somebody who is high ranking if there is an organization that you are working in. You know, not necessarily for a job, but working in whatever, like if you're in a Facebook group, whatever. This is a leader. This is a leader or a teacher. And I feel like this is you leading yourself. Okay. This is self-taught, self-led. Okay. You're doing it yourself. Okay, you're teaching yourself something. This is a self-led exercise. I like the feeling that I'm getting, like the memory that like is kind of coming over is something to do with school. Like if you're doing like a virtual lesson, like not like from home, but like if you're in class, in a classroom, and you're doing like a distance learning type activity where it's self-led, like you're doing organized test or testing that they do, you know, every year where you bubble in the letters. Where you're self-timed or something like that. That's what I'm getting. And then we also have this Knight of Cups, which could be, you know, watch out for emotionally connected masculine energy people coming into your experience. So keep working hard at what you're working on. You're gonna have to lead yourself on this one or teach yourself something in this case. And there's a Knight of Cups, which, I mean, that the Knight, the court cards, the Page, Knight, Queen, King, those come through as people in your life, actually physical people in your life sometimes. So that could represent somebody coming into your life, offering some type of emotional assistance of some sort. But I'm going to cut it off here because we're almost at 15 minutes and my battery's about to die. So thank you so much for watching. And if this resonated, please let me know. Leave me a like. And if you want to see more, make sure you hit subscribe. I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, have a blessed day.